Oh, we'll do questions.
Okay,
I
we'll get
think it's
started
better
with
probably
questions.
just doing questions.
First question, Michelle Kaufman, then
Alrighty.
Ian Hess.
Uh, Phil, obviously this was a big game, a rivalry
Yeah,
game. The atmosphere was there and everything.
yeah,
You had two forwards starting, so the thought was obviously to score a lot.
yeah,
What do you think happened? No, there were no shots in the first half again for the second
yeah.
time.
I think when even though we didn't have any shots, I thought there was a couple of big chances. I thought there was a couple of big chances, and we were too eager in the first half. We were too eager in the final third to we needed a bit more composure. A bit more composure, take the extra pass. The two forwards I felt was there's some really good link up play where I thought they were causing them problems, but we just needed to hold the ball and take the extra pass. We were forcing passes because of we give the goal away, and I felt we lacked real composure in that first half. Second half, I think from the minute we had to make the change, I think we controlled the game. I've got to say in terms of possession. Uh, I thought there was only one team. I thought they'd really settled in. They'd bunkered in. They'd gone to a low block. It was us that was trying to probe and find chances. And I'd say that we've conceded a goal from a long throw in, which we'd worked on. That was really poor, lacks of concentration and weak defending. Uh, and the second goal was we'd got back in the game and it was just a lack of concentration. I think in big games are decided by lapses of concentration, and I think we had three moments tonight, three moments of poor concentration that cost us dearly, and they're hurting in there because they run, they fought, they competed, they controlled possession in the game. I felt when Leo scored, I felt as if there was only one team going to go on and win it. They obviously brought quality onto the field. They've invested a lot of money and they brought quality onto the field, and you could see that. But there was still only one team looking to really dominate and force the play, and that's what hurts. Is that I think tonight we didn't get our just rewards, but I think in life you earn your rewards by the way that you defend in these big games. And I thought the fans were incredible. I really did. From the minute we walked out, they filled the whole stadium. They got in early. They supported us. The players felt that. I felt that, and I feel as if we're lucky to have those supporters that sing for the whole game.
We're going to go to Ian, then Franco.
Thanks, Rafa. Phil, just curious as to the decision not to bring Schneider on down 2-1, and also just with only two shots tonight, but 60+% possession,
Yeah.
still not getting any shots within the box and within the area. What is not translating between that possession and in the box?
I think to bring Schneider on, we had to take one of Leo or Joseph off, and that wasn't going to happen. I felt they were both. I thought they were both dangerous, and I think Schneider's got to be patient. He'll get his opportunities. We've got games every 2 days. We've got a thin squad. We've got 16 to 18 players now. He'll get his opportunities, and I felt we were getting into some good opportunities. And like I say, I think in the final third, you just need that little bit of quality, that little bit of composure. There was some fatigue. There was some tired legs out there, from 60 minutes. But Ben Hart tired a little bit towards the last part of his game, and we crossed a lot of balls. And the message at half time was hard low crosses or take the extra pass. Let's try and get into some better opportunities to cause them problems. They managed the game well, I'd say, in terms of they sat back. Probably what we've done probably for on our 5-5, we did the same, and we got criticised for that. But they've come here tonight with a game plan, and lapses of concentration tonight I think have cost us dearly, and the boys are gutted.
Franco, then Andrea.
Phil, on Thursday, Leo said that referring to the Nashville game, that the tactics and the lineup was wrong, or the formation was wrong. That
Did he actually say that?
yes, and
He said that, did he?
you guys discussed that as a team.
Did we?
That's what he said.
Okay.
So today, you guys come out with the back five. You make the change halfway through the first.
Do you know why we made the change?
That's what the question.
Yeah, well, we made the change because Sergi just didn't feel 100%. So, no, I think what Leo said on Thursday was we take accountability for the defeat. I think you always look for things to be negative about Franco. So, we won fight. No, can I finish speaking? Or are you going to interrupt? Can I finish speaking? Okay, because I don't interrupt your question. okay? So don't interrupt mine. Show some fucking respect. So, sorry for the language. Sorry, what was the question? Ask me the question again, please, Franco. The substitution, yeah. So we changed the system because we wanted to, because Sergi had to come off. I felt as if that made us better. I felt as if that got us control in there. We won 5 games playing a certain system. We got control in that system. We were comfortable in that system. It suited the 2 centre forwards. Tonight we changed it during the first half, and I think the change actually worked. And I think it's something that we've been talking about a lot. I think the result on Wednesday was a mentality thing, that we went there and we were too soft and we gave away a cheap goal. I think that was the problem on Wednesday. The systems don't win you games. It's the players that win you games, and I feel my players are giving me absolutely everything. And in these games, it's fine margins.
Oh, Andrea, and then
Phil,
Michelle.
talking about negativity, we saw you arguing with Oscar Pareja. Can you share what was that about? We saw you even talking to the referee.
I don't know if you saw that. I don't know who kicked the ball out, but it looked like we were trying to give the ball back, and we threw it to Leo to give it back to them, and their defender came through the back of him and smashed it away from him. And then, you think to yourself, well, you've had your opportunity. You know what I mean? So we kept the ball. Me and Oscar spoke. I explained to him he was fine. I like Oscar. That's a derby game. You want passion, and I think it was one of those moments where probably their defender didn't understand what we were trying to do, and they didn't understand what we didn't understand what they were trying to do, and it just got into that thing where they kicked it away. So we kept possession of the ball, and it was one of those things. There's a passionate game. There was tackles out there. There was good competitiveness, and it was a really good atmosphere.
Last question, Michelle.
Phil, after the 5 wins, everything was kind of on the up and up. And
Yeah.
what's the mood right now? What did you tell the team after? And just how far, how much of a hit is these last 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, they really. I think we're angry about the last 2 games, really, because we've not played to our full potential. I think we're angry about the last 2 games because, we're building something. We felt we were building something, and we've lost that momentum a little bit, And I think when games are coming thick and fast, I think it's easy to gain momentum, and it's hard. It's equally as easy to lose momentum, and. I think what we have to do now is we have to stop it now. You know what I mean? You think about the 0-6 we went on. We can't allow that to happen. The league is so tight. The results are so tight between each team. Everybody's beating each other, and I think on Tuesday night it's a respite from the league. We go into the cup. It's a competition we want to do well in, and we've got to get back to winning ways. We've got some walking wounded in there. People that are tired after the run that we've been on, but there's another five games to go. I think 5 games to go, maybe before the break, maybe 6 games to go before the break, but midweek games as well. So we're gonna have to dig in. And I always think that when you win, you don't feel the tired. When you lose, you feel the tired more. Now we need to get back to winning ways as quickly as we possibly can.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. Sorry for the language.
From the defensive standpoint, what happened on their 3 goals? If you could just kind of go through the 3, what do you think went wrong in the defensive end on each of the 3 goals?
I think on their 3 goals, it was just mental lapses. I think they were pretty easy goals, and since I've been here, we haven't really been conceding soft goals like that. So I'm very disappointed in the way they scored their 3 goals. They only really created off of our mistakes, so the fact that we gave them 3 easy goals is pretty frustrating. But yeah, I felt like throughout the game as a whole, we defended pretty well, especially when we were throwing numbers forward and chasing the game. I think Chris and myself, DeAndre, we did pretty okay back there dealing with their attackers in such big spaces 1v1, but those 3 crucial moments in the game costed us tonight, so it sucks.
Franco?
Come on, you guys in the first half didn't play particularly well, didn't get a shot on target, not a shot at all. But you guys did improve with the ball once Serhi came out and you guys switched the system a bit there. Why do you think the initial system didn't work? Why did you think the back 5 against this Orlando City team didn't work for those first 20, 25 minutes?
I would have to disagree with you a little bit. I think we controlled the game in the first half. Possession-wise, there were times during the half where we had the ball 35 yards away from their goal, connected 30 passes, and just couldn't find that final pass. So I think that's normal in football. That's something we got to work on the training ground, is how to get the ball to Josef and Leo in the right areas. I think we created a lot of half chances. Franco had a lot of crosses. DeAndre had crosses. Coco had crosses. So I think we're just missing the final touch, but
Do you think things got better once you guys went from the back 5 to the back 4?
I think, yeah, it's clear to see that we grew into the game, definitely, but I would have to disagree with what you said. I think we did pretty well to start the game. It was just missing that final touch, or we didn't pull the trigger enough, or little things. I don't think it had anything to do with the tactics.
Andrea? Then Ian?
Kamal, since you've come to Inter Miami, you have played almost every game. Can you talk a little bit about what's the responsibility that the coaching staff told you they were bringing you for, and if it was to be part of that back 5 or that tactic that we see change so much in the games, during the games, and before the games?
Yeah, my first phone call with Phil, he told me right away that I was going to be needed as much as possible, be prepared to play every minute. So this is something I was prepared for. I love the responsibility and trust that they put on me, that the organization put in me. So yeah, I just want to keep going out there and showing what I could do and bring as much quality I can to this team and to this backline.
Ian, then Javier.
Thanks, Rafa. You can feel sort of the frustration that the guys have, that Phil has as well right now. And just, you came during the 6-game losing streak. How does it compare, the feeling right now, to when that was? And how do you get out of this right away, knowing that you have that Open Cup game a couple days away?
This one hits definitely a bit harder. Since I've been here, this is probably the loss that feels the toughest. Just simply a derby game. You always want to win these games, especially at home and for your fans. But the spirit has been great, honestly. When I came in, I wouldn't have known the team had lost 6 games in a row if I wasn't aware. The way the team works hard, and right away, my first day in training, we were working hard and good spirits, and we all have so much love for each other and laughing, and we want to do well and win games. So I don't really think this loss and the past 2 losses are going to affect the spirit of the locker room. I think we're going to keep going, and we know we're very close to being that team that everyone can see in us. So yeah, I think the spirit's going to be high. We go again in 2 days, so there's no time for that.
We'll do last 2 questions, Javier, and then Xavier.
The coach mentioned lack of concentration
Yeah.
as one of the problems today. Why do you think that this happened?
Yeah, I think there's no real explanation for why. I think it's just wasn't our day. these are the crucial moments that win and lose football games, right? So we got punished in the lack of concentration. We had some opportunities to punish them well, didn't quite put them away. So today, football's up and down. Today we're the team that got punished. It's unfortunate and such a big game and in front of our fans, but yeah, that, like I said earlier, that lack of concentration hasn't really been us. We went to better places, Columbus on the road, and defended well for 90 plus minutes. So this lack of concentration is not really in our DNA. So definitely go back to the drawing board and see how we can not lose concentration in these crucial moments.
Last question, Xavier.
Good evening, Kamal. When you're in the defense, who do you look for in the midfield? Who's that person in the 3 quarters up to who would be able to create or do that special play for the team to actually, have a chance to score, a clean score? Because it seems like it's confusing. It's always off to the side and across. We haven't seen someone take someone on or put a pass through for a clean goal. Who is that supposed to be on this team right now?
I think we have so many different ways of scoring. We have 2 good targets in the box, so crossing is a good idea to those guys who score a lot of goals. Like I said, we just lacked that little bit of quality in the final third, but we have a variety of ways to score and a lot of special players who we try to get on the ball, like Nico and Josef and Leo had some good link-ups in the first half where they had opportunities to get shots off. And yeah, I think the attack was decent today. I think we controlled the game. I don't know how much possession we had, but there were times where we had the ball in their half for 5 minutes straight, and we're just connecting passes. So we just have to find a way to break down teams that are going to play like that. I think a lot of teams are going to play like that against us, and yeah, something we have to work on in training.
Thank you, Kamal, and thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Recording.